I welcome Mr. Harvansh Chawla ji, eminent lawyer and also Chairman BRICS Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Sir, welcome. And so your theme is global trade, investment, and India's positioning. Ms. Chawla, from domestic policy, we now move to India's positioning in global capital and trade flows. So your speech will focus, or your analysis will focus on three key areas, and that are India's role in global capital and trade post budget. Second is infrastructure, logistics, and export competitiveness. Third would be policy continuity and international investor perception. So I would have again three questions for you, which you can, of course, elaborate in 5 to 7 minutes. First is, how does Budget 2026 position India in the global investment landscape? Second question is, what signals does this budget send to foreign and cross-border investors? And third question is, which sector could benefit most from global supply chain realignments? Ms. Chawla, over to you.
I
Please
was
go ahead.
just saying Professor Sundar has actually summed up everything so beautifully. I don't think much is left for all of us to say over here. I must say you are very well prepared and very well read, sir. Congratulations and great and honor to be with you on this dais, sir. Now, coming to the issue of the first question which you Aaron put was, what is the global positioning? My view is this actually positioning started about 5, 7 years ago. It is not something which is happening today. In fact, what has happened in this budget that the government has put aside some capital to give it a thrust. Whether it is the green capital, our the semiconductors, or it is carbon credit, or it is the infrastructure, for instance, the nuclear power plant, and so on. All these things started many years ago, but now the government has put the capital aside to give it a thrust. That's what is the difference I see. And this was much required because, for the purposes of global positioning, you need to show to the world, and especially to the rating companies, how your country is rated. The country is rated primarily on the basis of the infrastructure and the policies and the rules and regulations of a country. Of course, the economic, the question of the valuation of your currency and all follows, but primarily it is on the development. And therefore, I would say, as Professor Sundar very rightly said, what we had to do for the purposes of negotiation with the rating agencies, this was the need of the hour, and our honorable Prime Minister has very smartly and cleverly got it incorporated in the budget, which will lead India to a next level in the global positioning.
Sir. So you have
Yeah.
summed up very nicely this thing. So now my next question to you is, what is it that the investor should look for in the next, let's 18 to 24 months, global investor? Do they need to follow a particular strategy or particular this thing? If you can just elaborate on that. I'm talking about global investing and how should they look at India. Uh,
You see, from the point of global investors, since I represent a lot of big multinationals in country, what I've seen is their continuous question is the political stability and the consistency in the opening up of the market, rules and regulations, and the laws. They do not want any fluctuation or inconsistency in the laws and so on. So therefore, as long as we are able to say that we have a good governance and we have political stability, I think that will ensure that more investment comes into the country, and we become the favored nation.
all right, sir. So another question related to this would be, if you could just, which sector should see the fastest and global re-rating post this budget? If you could, you know,
I would say the carbon credit.
carbon credit. All right, sir.
Yeah,
So,
because I'll say why about this, because this is something which is already there in India. It
mhm,
just needs to be tapped. And second will be the semiconductors, but that requires huge capital. It's a very capital intensive market. So and even after that, whether we'll be able to compete with countries like Vietnam and so on for the purposes of costing,
mhm.
that only time will tell. So the fastest and the easiest, or I can say the most hanging fruit, is carbon credit.
All right, sir. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Chawla, for being here with us. And it
Thank
was
you.
wonderful to hear you. India's opportunity appears to be moving from growth potential to global reliability. All right.
Thank you, everyone, and look forward to catching up soon with you. Bye.
All right, sir. Thank you. Thank you.